Ilhan Omar humiliated on live TV as Karoline Leavitt exposes her anti-American agenda. Ilhan Omar's worst nightmare unfolds on live TV. Washington, D.C., a political firestorm erupted on live television as conservative powerhouse Karoline Leavitt obliterated Ilhan Omar in a brutal takedown that left the congresswoman stunned, humiliated, and scrambling for words. The explosive confrontation unfolded in real time, sending shockwaves across the political landscape and igniting a fierce debate about patriotism, foreign policy, and American values. Leavitt wasted no time in launching a scathing attack, exposing what she called Omar's dangerous and deeply un-American rhetoric. With razor-sharp precision, she dismantled the congresswoman's past remarks, highlighting her infamous statements about 9/11, her repeated criticisms of Israel, and her alarming stance on U.S. foreign policy. The sheer force of Leavitt's argument left the audience gasping, as Omar appeared visibly shaken, struggling to respond. Viewers were left in disbelief as Leavitt doubled down, calling out Omar for what she described as years of disrespecting the country that gave her everything. The heated exchange quickly spiraled into one of the most intense political clashes seen on live television, with social media instantly erupting in a firestorm of reactions. While many praised Leavitt for standing up to Omar, others condemned the fiery confrontation as overly aggressive. A brutal takedown that America won't forget. The exchange began with Leavitt staring down Omar with an expression of unshakable confidence. Without hesitation, she launched into a brutal dissection of Omar's past, bringing up her now infamous remark referring to the 9/11 terrorist attacks as "some people did something." The audience fell silent as Leavitt declared, "How dare you minimize the worst attack on American soil? How dare you dishonor the thousands of innocent lives lost?" Omar, clearly caught off guard, attempted to interject, but Leavitt was relentless. "You came to this country as a refugee," she continued. "You were given the ultimate American dream, freedom, opportunity, a seat in Congress. And yet, you spent your entire career attacking the very nation that welcomed you with open arms." The air was thick with tension as Omar's expression darkened. The battle had only just begun, but it was clear that Leavitt was not going to back down. Social media explodes, Omar got sent straight to hell. Within minutes, the internet was on fire. Clips of the confrontation spread like wildfire, with conservatives celebrating Leavitt's boldness while Omar's supporters rushed to her defense. The hashtag #OmarExposed began trending as thousands of users weighed in on what had just unfolded. Karoline Leavitt just did what every American has been waiting for. She sent Omar straight to political hell on live TV, one viral tweet read. Another post declared, "This wasn't just a debate. This was a reckoning. Omar has spent years disrespecting America, and tonight, she got the humiliation she deserved." On the other side, Omar's supporters labeled the exchange as xenophobic and an attack on free speech, accusing Leavitt of fueling division. But the damage had been done. The conversation had already shifted, and Omar's past remarks were back in the national spotlight. Omar's record under fire, the pattern of controversy. This wasn't the first time Omar's statements had sparked outrage. Over the years, she has been embroiled in multiple controversies, from her harsh criticism of Israel to accusations of making anti-Semitic remarks. Her comments on U.S. military involvement in foreign countries have also drawn widespread backlash, with many accusing her of being more sympathetic to America's enemies than its allies. Leavitt seized on these controversies, making it clear that this was not just about one comment or one moment. "This is a pattern," she said, her voice unwavering. Time and time again, Ilhan Omar has shown us exactly who she is. And tonight, America finally got to see her exposed for what she truly stands for. Omar, visibly agitated, fired back, accusing Leavitt of demonizing immigrants and spreading dangerous rhetoric. But Leavitt refused to be derailed, responding with a cutting remark that left the audience stunned. "This isn't about where you come from. It's about the fact that you continuously spit on the very country that gave you a platform. And America is sick of it." The moment that sealed Omar's fate. The turning point of the night came when Leavitt dropped what many are calling the most devastating blow of the exchange. She turned to Omar and said, "You talk about injustice, but the real injustice is that you're allowed to sit in Congress while actively undermining the very nation that gave you everything. That is the real disgrace." Omar's expression hardened. She knew she had lost control of the narrative. The moment was raw, unfiltered, and impossible to ignore. Even the TV anchor seemed taken aback by the sheer intensity of the exchange. America reacts. Is this the end of Omar's political career? The fallout from the confrontation was immediate. Pundits debated whether Omar's political career could recover from such a devastating public moment. While she still holds strong support in her district, national sentiment had shifted against her, with many questioning whether she could ever regain credibility on the national stage. Political analysts noted that this moment could have long-term consequences. Omar's base may stand by her, but nationally, this is a disaster for her image, one commentator stated. The more people see this clip, the harder it will be for her to shake the perception that she is anti-American. On the other hand, Karoline Leavitt's star appeared to be rising. Conservative figures rallied around her, hailing her as a fearless truth-teller who dared to say what many were afraid to. Some even speculated that this moment could catapult her into higher political ambitions. Final verdict: a national firestorm that won't be forgotten. One thing is certain, this wasn't just another heated debate. This was a defining political moment, one that will be analyzed, debated, and replayed for years to come. Whether you agree with Leavitt or Omar, the impact of this confrontation is undeniable. As the dust settles, one question remains: will Omar recover from this devastating public humiliation, or has Karoline Leavitt just changed the course of her career forever? America is watching, and the battle is far from over.